Hi there, my name's Cameron MacDonald and welcome to Whisky Without the Guff, episode 9. So this episode is in response to a question from Colleen about creating a range of non-peated whiskies. So I've told you that people who drink whisky over a long period of time tend to gravitate by and large towards the peaty side, Islay for the most part, whiskies. Conversely, people who are new to whisky don't tend to like peated things. So if you're new to whisky, you might find something here that you like. So I came up with 5 whiskies. The first is Auchentoshan 3 wood. The next is the Glenlivet 12-year-old. The next is Old Pulteney, and that's a 17. Bunnahabhain. That's a 12, and Glendronach a 15. So a couple of observations here. Notice that the Old Pulteney bottle is very much like a still. It's the shape of a still. It's kind of nice. Bunnahabhain is it's one of those Scottish trick things. If I go to the bottle here, it's spelled Bunnahhabhain. So if you tried to phonetically pronounce that, you'd come away with God knows what. But it's actually pronounced one of 2 ways. I'll start with the normal bun, like a bun, and then you put a V in for the B and the H. So you go Bunnahabhain. So you get rid of the A-I-N at the end. It's like Vin Diesel. So that's Bunnahabhain. The other way it's pronounced is Bunnahabhain. Use any you like. In terms of alcohol, this guy's 43% alcohol by volume. This one 40%. Then we go to 46, 46.3, and 46 again. Bunnahabhain is a strange distillery on Islay. It's in the north end of Islay, and where all Islay, for the most part, whiskies are reputed to be very peaty and very smoky. The Bunnahabhain distillery doesn't do that. Most of their stuff is very straightforward. So this should be an entertaining expose. The people who are drinking will not know what these whiskies are. They don't know the order they're in, but this is the order they're in. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a blind taste test, and we'll see how we go. I had meant to show you where these distilleries are, so let me pull up this map for a second. So Auchentoshan is here beside Glasgow. Glenlivet is up here in Speyside. This is Speyside, this box here. If you look over here, Glenlivet is there. So it's down this end of the thing. Old Pulteney is way up here, Wick. So to remind you, down here is Glenmorangie. Old Pulteney is most of the way up to John O'Groats, which is the most northerly point, mainland of Scotland. Bunnahabhain is over here, actually there, on Islay. And what else have we got? Glendronach. Glendronach, if you went into the middle of the Speyside area and then headed towards the North Sea, this is Glendronach right here. So, without further ado, we'll get on with the drinking. So with me tonight is Kim and Colleen. You've met them before. And we're going to be tasting non-peated whiskies. So I've got 5 whiskies here. They start up here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't want to say what they were because don't want you influenced going, oh, that's an expensive one, it must be good. Just want to know what you really think. So, okay. I want to rate them in 2 ways. The first way is whether they're okay, ordinary, good, very good, or excellent. And then the other way is what you personally prefer. I like that one the best, and then this one, and then that one, whatever it turns out to be. And we got water and we got pipette there. So, without further ado, get going.
Number one.
Gonna have one.
Okay. This is dark.
Smells good. Number two smells good too.
Oh, I like that one actually.
So is number three. That smells good.
Oh, you're just smelling?
No,
Or are
but
you
you
tasting?
No, you can do what you like.
No, that's not as floral, number two.
All good. Okay, taste. One.
That one's strong. Well, you just rushed through yours.
I haven't tasted them yet. I only tasted one.
Oh, slowly.
Just smelling them. Smells good too. This is
They
hard.
get stronger as I go along.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
4 to me. Oh, maybe that's the one you were thinking of when you said it gets stronger.
Whoa!
I don't know what that is, but it's apparently quite funny.
It's getting hot in here. I think you put them in the order of weakest to strongest.
Maybe I did, but if I did, it was an accident.
Oh, is that how you're feeling?
No, because I am not, I don't know if am I supposed to tell my rating on this last one?
On the left hand side, just put whether
Yeah.
put a letter.
Okay.
O, G, V, G.
Yeah, because they weren't exactly better as we progressed down the line.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they're just. No, they weren't in
It
any
isn't like-
particular order. I didn't put them in the order.
Yeah,
I think this is better than that. Now this first one, when you go
my
back and
rating.
smell it,
The first one?
yeah, I think you'll see it's sort of fruity.
the first one is, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's one of the
That
reasons
helps
why
to open it up a bit.
you should always try different whiskies, because if you just have one, there's nothing to compare it to. So I don't think there's any bad ones. I don't think there's any odors.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's for sure.
Try number
That one's my first one. Whoa, this one like.
Felt the tingle in your earlobe?
No, it scratches.
Oh,
scratches.
oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
And that's with 2 drops.
Do you taste
Water
any?
in
Do you
this
smell
one.
any peat or taste any peat?
I don't taste any real smokiness, no.
Good.
Smokiness, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking for.
No, you're looking for the absence of that.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid that.
Why do I like number 3 more?
Do you?
I like
No.
number 3 more.
For me, I think they go 1 to 5.
Trying to figure out what I taste in that.
When you tasted it?
Number 3.
What?
You think
what
you've
she
tasted it
tastes.
before?
Yeah, well, yes, I tasted it before and now I've come back to it because it seems to still be my favorite.
No, I meant
Oh, sorry.
before this.
Do you think you've tasted it before this?
Did you taste it
Yeah.
a month ago or 6 months ago? Or,
The only place I would have tasted it is here.
well, that doesn't mean you haven't tasted it.
I'm,
I don't know which I prefer there.
Hey, you're running out of yours. Do you need any of mine?
No, I think I'll go with that one. Have you ranked them yet, Colleen?
okay.
So Which one did you? Can I see what you've written? See if I.
She liked the
Oh,
three.
that's a number. That's a thing. Okay, good. And what have you got there? Where's yours?
Right here.
I just want to make sure you've got something legible.
Legible.
Or do you think they're just ordinary? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You people are done.
Oh, we don't get to find out?
I'll tell you when Stu's.
Oh, you said done, not dumb. Is that right?
Yes.
thought you
Done.
called us
Done.
D-O-N-E.
Okay.
These are
Saw our
my friends.
answers.
Yeah.
Thinks we're dumb.
No, I don't. So this is Steve and this is Stu. And you've seen them before, and they're about to taste exactly the same things as the ladies did. So here's the quest. These are unpeated. There's 5 of them. They start up here, labelled 1. There's other stuff written on those mats, but just ignore it. It's from the past. There's some water if you want it. There's a pipette there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've already tasted them, so there's just some there. So I'm just going to be sniffing and sampling. So have a taste.
Does it matter what
Where we
order
start?
Nope. Kim was convinced I had ranked them from the
1 to
weakest to
5.
the strongest. If that's true, I don't know if it is, I'll find out later, but if that's true, it's an accident. That's not what I did at all. So,
All right, I'll start with the easiest to get at.
and I found it kind
I'll
of
reach the.
instructive to go back and forward, you know, because when you sniff and taste the first one, you think, okay, it's a marker, but then you go back to it and think, oh, compared to that one, it was.
We'll smell them first, I believe. That may be the best way. Start.
You smelling them all first?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Definitely different there.
This one's interesting. There's hardly
Yeah, this one here.
anything to it.
Yeah.
What's that,
Couple of-
number 1?
Yeah, I know.
I may be slurring my words by the time I get to number 5.
No problem. You're allowed to slur. This might be a bit like watching competitive chess.
Or grass grow, or
I'll just edit all this.
sure.
Good
Sorry.
choice.
Need to hurry, huh?
Right.
Have you? Can I see what you've written? Just to make sure you've done it right. Oh yeah, you have. That's surprising. Your scores might be identical to mine, Stu.
Really?
Really. This one's quite nice with water.
With water.
Yep, a drop.
Okay.
So can I see your score?
So what are they?
Different.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what these are?
Yeah.
Number 1 was Auchentoshan 3-wood.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised.
Number 2 was Glenlivet 12.
Number 2. Yeah. Okay.
Number 3 was Old Pulteney 17.
Oh.
Number 4 was Bunnahabhain 12. So that's an Isla, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
non-peated. So
Yeah. It wasn't peak.
And number 5 is Glendronach 15.
Well, I at least picked out the oldest.
Yeah, I'm
That
surprised.
old guy picks out the old.
I'm surprised I ranked the Auchentoshan last because I mean I've had it before and I quite liked it.
Yeah, but it's in a different company.
Yeah. This
That's
is.
why
This
if
is.
you're just doing absolutes.
Yeah.
When you drank Auchentoshan 3-wood before, you were drinking Auchentoshan 3-wood, Auchentoshan oak barrel, Auchentoshan wombat, Auchentoshan, you know.
Yeah, right.
This was Auchentoshan.
If that's one,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It had
To me
almost
it's-
no smell.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
yeah.
smell stuff, but to me it's floral.
Yeah. Maybe pine or some kind of wood. Maybe oak. I don't know.
3 of them.
I haven't chewed on oak much lately, but
Well, try
You
it.
can nibble on the barrel.
Yeah.
Or sharpen your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of gnaw on the top there, it's a bit metallic, but
well, good. So well, you knew what to pick, or did you not?
no, I'd forgotten.
Oh, good. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not, I guess, conventional
So-
wisdom, right?
I picked the old pulp. My favourite was the old pulp.
Which was the what, number
Number
three?
three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
like
then
3.
My second one was the Glendronach,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
my worst one was the like Stu the
Auchentoshan.
Auchentoshan.
That was my worst. This is Auchentoshan?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. There was just nothing there.
And lighter for sure. I mean, that's.
My
Yeah.
third one was the Glenlivet 12, and my fourth one was the Bunnahabhain. But I actually thought that
So, what
Did-
would conventional wisdom? How would conventional
you get a
wisdom
shotgun?
rank them?
Sorry.
I don't know, it's a matter of taste because
I wonder if you got a shotgun approach from 4 people or 5 people.
well I actually found not number 1, not number 4, but I found 2, 3, and 4 to be similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could distinguish the sort of fruitiness in number 1 and the sherry
these
sort
are the
of
ones I
effect
picked.
in number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And when I concentrated on 2, 3, and 4, number 3 had more complexity and sophistication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a better taste.
So
Palate.
and then between the Bunnahabhain and the Glenlivet,
That's whatever's on sale. Yep.
so to do the summary justice, I'm going to have to look at my notes and also use my glasses. Hell getting old. So it was quite an interesting result. Nobody, of course, knew what they were tasting. They didn't even know the list I gave you in the introduction. So they didn't know what these whiskies were at all. They didn't know what order they were in. Kim became convinced that they were going from the weakest to the strongest. And she was quite close with that. It was 43, 40, 46, 46.3 and 46. So globally close. From a rating point of view, Glendronach did the best. We got 4 very goods. Old Pulteney got 3 very goods. Glenlivet 4 goods, and Bunnahabhain 3 goods. So from an overall good, excellent point of view, quite consistent. From a ranking in terms of who voted for what as the best, Old Pulteney got the three best. They got 3 best of breed kind of thing, and 1 second. Glendronach got 1 best and 2 second. Now it turns out that was Stu and I. Stu and I voted for Old Pulteney as best. Glendronach as second best. Steve had the exact opposite. He had Glendronach as best and Old Pulteney as second best. Colleen had Old Pulteney as best as well, but then she went off to something else. So from an overall rating perspective, about 80% of the votes went to Old Pulteney and Glendronach. If you look at money now, Glenlivet right now is $39, Bunnahabhain 66, Auchentoshan 80, Glendronach 82, and Old Pulteney 120. So it turns out, might be coincidence, maybe not, that the most expensive ones are also the things that were voted highest. But it was a blind test. Nobody knew what the scotch was, and nobody knew how much they cost. So I think it's fair test, and it's not based on money. Kim voted for Auchentoshan as best. And that's quite interesting because up until fairly recently we tried to get Kim to be drinking scotch in Scotland, and it didn't really work. She still didn't like it, but one day we were at Auchentoshan distillery and she tried different things, and her preference, she actually thought I could drink this, was Auchentoshan 3-wood. So it's kind of curious that she stuck to exactly that taste. The rest of them, I mean, she voted some of them like Old Pulteney, like, okay. So she seems to have a very taste preference for the Auchentoshan. So that was the results. It was surprising to me that we get so much consistency. Give us a like, please. Give us a subscribe. From a homework point of view, I would try and get the Old Pulteney. I would try and get the Glendronach. And you'll have a nice night. Next time we're going to go to casks again. If you remember in the second episode we talked about casks. So we're going to go up to Glenmorangie and look at some of the specials that they're making out of there. So get out and drink.